Hello, everybody. Shaman Steve Hupp. Wanted to kind of talk to you about our Heal at Home program, kind of break it down for you, why we're doing this, why we think we're legal doing this. And one of the first things, real quick, is I want you to understand this is the packaging. This is a 2 ounce container, if you will. If you notice, it doesn't have a cap. And the reason is during this pandemic, sometimes our supplies are not coming in like they used to. And so, I wanted to kind of touch base on that, but we have many ways around it. But what you're going to have to be is flexible because, one, I want you to go ahead. Let's say you got some Sananga. I want you to get your eyedropper. And the reason is it's more sanitary for you. You know who's touched it, you know how you cleaned it. So I will be sending you the Sananga in this vial, but it won't have a dropper because that's just more handling. More handling could be potential more contamination. Excuse me. So, this is what I want you to kind of keep in mind. This is a 10 milliliter vial. Now, unfortunately, I got quite a bit of supplies of these. So this is where the microdose, if we start you out microdose only, and remember, each person is an individual and your healing plan will be individually tailored. And what that means is, let's say somebody had on their application they were addicted, they had paranoid schizophrenia, and I still chose to work with them at home. And I'm probably not going to send that person 8 ounces or 16 ounces of ayahuasca very soon, not until they show me through microdosing and possibly larger microdoses that they can work with the medicine and the medicine is working best with them for the purpose at hand. So what I'm saying to you is there's no one size fits all, and I really need your flexibility because we're going to get it to you with whatever container we have to work with, even if that's a plastic bag in a box sealed. Now then, with that being said, you also got to be, if you think it's a chaotic here, how do you think it is in other parts of the world, South America? Fortunately, it hasn't hit some of the tribes as hard as it's hit in the urban areas that are being reported in Brazil. But it's still at times it can be chaotic for us to get our plant materials in. Another thing, when we bring in plant materials, we quarantine them for at least a week before we touch them or anybody touches them. It's just common sense. So kind of keep these things in mind as we're going, but this is how the Heal at Home will work. Another reason I know that I'm not going to have any problem, this came in, I'm even going to cover my home address here real quick, but if you notice this green tape, what's this green tape say? Inspected and examined by Customs and Border Patrol, because this came from Peru. Now, I know I just showed my home address, but I ain't really tripping on it. Mail me a hate mail. Um, this was full of Cambo. This Cambo's been quarantined. Pretty soon we'll be opening up Cambo via mail, um, via distance. So kind of keep these things in mind. I'm going to leave this now because I don't want to make this video too terribly long. It's longer now than it probably should be. Steve Hupp, Chief Shaman, AyaQuest Native America's Church, ayaquest.com. Contact us. There's a way we can work with you. Remember that. Have a great day.